Well, guys, how are you? I've been asked a couple of DMs on Instagram here, Tripping Switches, to show how to set up a weed farm in Drug Dealer Simulator. So what I did was I bought these three garages, which is one purchase, in Stink on the map here, this location here, and I set them up as weed farms. So I'll show you now. You have three garages. They're not interlinked, so there's a wall separating each one. Middle one is for kind of the actual lab, and either left and right is then set up as the farm. How I did it was 4 by 4, so 16 plants total in each garage, so that's 32 plants all in. You can fit more if you want, but I find with the light distribution it's better to keep them all up. Just keep it at 16 per garage. You can go more, but it's just nicely done like this. Air filters, as you can see, I have 10 and it recommends that I have 9, so I've 5 across. I've left space for one more here, and the same in this garage here. You'll see that we've got one more here, which I will go to 12. The light distribution, just make sure that there's enough light. You want to have all health bars there for hydration, health and light, all fully green. Right, so that's the inside. You just don't want to get busted by the DEA, so you want to make sure you've more installed air filters than CUR air filters. Just in the right in the screen there. Then in here, what we have, right, this is the high presses, if you like. So I use these for seeds. It's important to use all the same seeds, so I use all firecracker seeds, which means I'll get the firecracker weed. Doesn't matter which one you pick once it's indoor. The yield on indoor is lower, the plants are smaller, and the maintenance is more, but it's actually fairly easy. So all that I use is a duffel bag, so I pretty much trade out this bag for this bag, grab a bottle of water, and then I use that for harvesting. Right, so the large backpack is handy for harvesting because you can hold a lot more in that backpack. Um, for the watering the plants, very easy. I always fill up the bottle at the end. As you can see, I can't fill them. I make sure that when I'm finished, I refill them and put them in, just in case you forget to come back, because you have to water all plants every day. So it's easy enough, you just jump around, water all the plants. Actually, the further that they grow, or the more percentage that they are to fully grown, the harder it is to actually make sure you're watering the right plant, because sometimes you can accidentally water the same plant twice and miss one, so you don't want to come back to a dead plant. The yield off these is 312 grams each, so that's a pretty nice yield. It comes out here to be wet, so what I do is I lie it out. I put them into each of these dryers, dry it out. You lose a bit because once the moisture evaporates you lose a bit of value, and then I drop it in here. So if you have a look at in here, we have 500 grams in there at the minute, and then we'll get, those plants are fairly on the way, so we'll have a lot more kilograms here coming fairly soon. So they're at various stages of growth. The ones at the front are actually more further along than the ones at the back, 90%, so those ones will be ready fairly shortly. I never throw out water bottles, so any water bottle you find in game, keep. Because they can be refilled, so there's a sink in, I think there's a sink in every location, but there's definitely one in each of these at Stink here. Each of these has a little kitchen sink with running water, so you can fill up the bottles at the end and throw them back in the press. And that's really how you do it. That's the answer to the question. So thank you everyone again for hitting me up on Instagram, wondering how to do it. You can check me out on Twitch. I'm Tripping Switches on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, that's me. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Take care. And I'll just throw the water bottle back in here.